Hello there and welcome to my very first YouTube channel video. So today I'm going to be building just a little starter house. I don't know about everyone else, but personally I feel like the starter houses in The Sims 4 are kind of lame. So I'm not saying that I am a great builder by any means, but I did build what I think is a pretty cute little house. Alright, so the first thing that I do when building a house, especially if I want it to be on a platform, is I just make a big rectangle, approximately how big I want the house to be. It doesn't matter if this is not what you want your house to look like. I am just doing this so I can have the proper size platform. Alright, once I have built my platform, I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the walls. And this is going to allow me to build my house how I want it to look on my platform. Now, when I start building my house, I kind of just mess around with the walls and what I think looks good. Every house always looks different whenever I build it. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit until we can get our base of the house, and then I will be back to explain the video. Alright, so now that I've kind of got the base of my house built, I did go ahead and add these walls right in front of where the front door is going to be. And that is because when I delete the rest of the platform around the house, I want that area to stay. So by putting those fake walls up around these stairs, it tricks the house into thinking that it is another room. Okay, now that I've selected the stairs that I like, I'm going to delete the outside platform that I do not want in my house. I just hit the little sledgehammer and I click on the outside platform. And now I can go ahead and remove those walls because I don't need the game to think that it's a room anymore. Alright, for those of you who watch my TikTok, you do ask a lot of questions about how I make my sunken in floor. So I start by putting another small rectangular room or square room, whatever shape you want, inside of your room. Then, using the little arrows, I go ahead and I lower it just a couple. I hit it like twice, I think. Once I have all of the room built, I go ahead and delete the walls that are around the platform so that way I can have my sunken in area. It gets really difficult to build sometimes once there's no light inside the building, so I did remove a wall so that way I could see better what I was doing, and I decided to go ahead and drag the platform out so that way my sunken in room would be bigger. Once I dragged the room to my liking though, I did have to go back around and put more walls around it to make it an enclosed room again. The next step was to add steps into my lowered living room. I went ahead and picked out some steps that I liked and thought looked good for an interior house, and then I just put them in like you would normal stairs, using my little less than greater than keys to adjust the stairs to face the direction that I wanted them to be. Now that I have my living room done, I'm going to go ahead and start building the other rooms. First, I started with the bathroom. Since it is just a starter home, there's just going to be one small bathroom. Next is going to be the kitchen. I think this is kind of going to be a small kitchen, but you know, it gets the job done. Now that all of the rooms are built, I'm going to go ahead and find some lights that I think fit the house really well. I do like the lights that hang from the ceiling, just because I don't like to have to deal with lights on the wall. And honestly, I've never really had lights on the wall in real life, so I'm just kind of accustomed to ceiling lights. Now that I can finally see inside the house, I'm going to go ahead and add in some doors. I just add in the basic doors because honestly you don't really see them and it doesn't give your Sims any other like moodlets or anything to have nice doors. Right, next is the part that I hate the most, and it's putting a roof on top of this house. I am terrible at building roofs. I don't know how people can build them so good. So the first thing that I did was to delete that little tiny roof that was hanging over the balcony where the stairs are going to be for them to enter into the house. Just because you don't really need an awning. If you want, you can keep it, but for my house, I didn't want that. Alright, as you could tell, I spent a lot of time fighting with the roof until I found something that I didn't hate completely. So now that I had my roof up, it was time to find what color really matched the outside of the house. Now that the outside is decorated, it was time to decorate the inside. Honestly, I hate trying to find matching floors and wallpaper to cover the rooms with. I just find it to be a pain. As I was building, some of the wallpapers, like this one for instance, I knew I was not going to use. I just wanted to see how cute it looks. Isn't that cute? That would be so good, like if you owned your own veterinarian clinic. Now that the rooms were finally painted, I was so excited to get started decorating, and then I realized that I didn't have a front door, and that was pretty problematic, so I had to go find a cute front door to add in. I've always liked to give my Sims swimming pools in their backyard because growing up I always wanted a swimming pool in my backyard. So I like to let my Sims lead the life that I cannot. It was finally time to get to my favorite part of building a new house, decorating it. Sometimes my decorating skills I feel like are amazing, and other times my Sims are living in these huge rooms with no furniture. I was kind of going for like a rustic cabin sort of theme with this. Obviously, it's not all cabin furniture because they do have a lot of modern day equipment in their house, but I just really like the brown scheme. I feel like it does give it sort of like a woodsy look. That's why I had to change out these bookshelves that I originally put in, because after looking at them closer, I realized they look like school lockers, and that's just not a good look for a house. I tried to make the house feel as homey as it could, so I liked to add little personal touches to their house, like this little umbrella holder. It's not functional, but it sure is cute. So I really wanted to put like a little ends table right here in their doorway that just had a bunch of cute stuff, but after I put a table there, I realized that it just didn't look right. So here's a little aerial view of their living room. I think it's so cute. I love the little bookshelves on either end. It kind of looks like a home entertainment system. And then they have their cute little laptop or desktop in the corner. Next, we're going to move on to the kitchen, and decorating kitchens is probably one of my favorite rooms to decorate. I just feel like there's so much potential, and honestly, who doesn't love a big, nice decorated kitchen? So I started this kitchen off by putting an island in it because I love islands in kitchens, and I think that every kitchen should have an island. But unfortunately, this kitchen was just too small, and I realized that the chairs would not fit if I had an island in there. Also, did you all see me accidentally delete the entire kitchen and have a mini panic? I had to move some things in the kitchen around, mainly the little doorway to get into the kitchen, because I realized there was nowhere for my Sims to sit, and I don't know if you've ever seen Sims sit on the toilet to eat their food, but I have, and I really do not like it. So now that the kitchen is done, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the master bedroom. I did add my little accent walls of color, which I just love because I have an apartment, so I'm not allowed to have accent walls. So my Sims get to have them. This is the little kid bedroom that I made. I tried to make it as gender neutral as possible, so that way regardless of whether you have a boy or a girl, it's preferably a child because it is a child's room. They'll be happy in it. I was going to put a toddler bed inside of it, but I figure if you need a toddler bed, you can just add one yourself too. I was almost done decorating the inside when I realized that I had goofed and forgot to put any wallpaper on the bathroom, so I frantically searched through all the wallpapers to find one that suited the bathroom. When choosing a shower, I chose one of the shower tub combinations. That way, in case you do have a toddler, you can bathe them. It's kind of annoying how toddlers can be bathed only in the bathtubs. Pretty sure in The Sims 2 you could bathe your toddlers in the sink. When I was putting a sink in the bathroom, I remembered that I didn't put a sink in the kitchen, and I'm not going to have my Sims washing their dishes in the bathroom because that's gross. Just when I thought I was done building the house, I realized there were no windows, so I had to quickly go in and add windows. And there is the little house that I built. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom little starter home. Here is the little sunken-in living room with the media center, the bathroom, the kids' room, the master bedroom, and the kitchen. Like I said, it may not be anything great, but honestly, I think my building skills are getting better. I did upload this to the gallery for you to download. My name is Jalis Forever, and that's a 4, like the number, not spelled out. And I will go ahead and post some more information about that as well. Thanks so much for being part of my very first YouTube video. Go ahead and drop a comment down below as well as a subscribe. Tell me what you'd like to see in my next video. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok at The Sims 4 Adventures. Thanks guys, see you later!